Hey guys, hey everyone, Mark here again. So I had to do this follow-up video because, okay, I lied. I did run cars with all these controllers just to kind of compare them and see what I could do with them. And I had to comment on this TruSpeed controller. I, it's hard to explain. I'm gonna run a 2 minute heat right now with this controller, and I'm going to discuss a couple of things. Let me take these glasses off. So when I'm using this controller, I don't know, it feels like the car is not going as fast as the other controllers, but it's not. It is, and you just have way more control for whatever reason with this controller. I have like virtually zero D slots with this controller. I do more laps with this controller. Even though the trigger feels stiff to me and it doesn't feel as responsive, it feels like it has better control of the car. It's just kind of an eye opener that the more I'm using this controller. And I've been playing around with the sensitivity on them all, taking them up and down a little bit. This controller seems to have the least amount of effect on the car, the sensitivity. You have to turn it more to make the difference. It almost feels boring, but yet this car stays on the track. I don't know how else to put it other than it just has really good control. All the other controllers, the car feels more like it. Alright, well, I'm talking and not paying attention, but I'm not saying you can't de-slot with this controller, but it's hard to explain. You have to use all these controllers to see what I'm talking about. It just has a whole different feel from the other controllers. All right, that was 2 minutes. Even with a D slot, I still did 29 laps. But I want to show you something over here. I'm gonna take this out of the stand here. So these are some of my numbers, if you could read my chicken scratch. So with my Difalco 505, that was the very first 2 minutes I did in the morning, and I don't know if I was just not warmed up yet, but I only did 23 laps for whatever reason with slower median time and top speed, and I had 3D slots. But as I went along with it, I did 4 heats each. I did 28, 28, 29. Those are the numbers for the second column is the median. This is the fastest lap, and these are the D slots. So my D slots went down. The OS3, I had some good times, and again, my numbers improved. I started hitting 29, 30 laps. I did have a few more, even with all these D slots, though, on the OS3 Lite, I still managed some decent, and I wasn't stopping the timer. I was going and putting the car on and letting the 2 minute timer run, and I was still able to pull 29 and 30 laps, even with 2D slots. I did 29 laps, so that's actually decent. But this TruSpeed, look, 30, 31, only one D slot in those 4 2 minute heats that I did. And the car, like I said, it feels like it's going slow, but it's deceptive. I mean, I'm pulling 3.6 seconds on, even did a 360, which was one of the fastest times, and 3.8. And then just for the heck of it, I used my more expensive controllers, and I did a 30 laps with 0 D slots on my 502 Difalco, and 29 and 0 D slots on the OS3 All Pro. But I don't know. I mean, they're all good. I had fun using all of them, but I just was kind of surprised with this TruSpeed controller. and how well I did with it. I mean, over 4 heats to have only 1 D slot was pretty impressive. It's just deceptive. It feels like it's going slower, and it feels tighter, but yet it is giving you really good control over the car. So anyway, just wanted to share that kind of a second opinion on the TruSpeed controller. I may not like how the trigger feels because it feels stiffer, but maybe that's actually aiding and giving me better control. The more I use it, the more I was liking it. So I don't know. I'm gonna have to play around with these controllers a little bit more, and maybe I'll follow up with even more thoughts if I have anything I feel like is interesting. But I just thought I would share that the TruSpeed, I believe this is the BP2. It's their lowest end model controller, $89. I mean, it does come from England, so you got to pay a little bit more for shipping, but I don't think it was that bad. So yeah, there you go. I ended up running all these controllers, and I used I don't know, this blue Mustang stood out to me. I wanted to use a car that most people would have, so I just picked a Mega G Plus car and used that. I cleaned the wheels every time in between each heat, and I started the car right there every time. And I ran those 4 heats, and yeah, as you can see, they're all pretty close, 28, 29 laps. But I had the most consistency with the TruSpeed controller and the least amount of D slots. So I think that speaks for itself. So yeah. All right, guys, let me know what you think about that. I thought that was interesting and worth sharing and worth following up on those unexpected kind of positive results I had with that TruSpeed controller. All right, guys, thanks.